Et salut tout le monde, on se retrouve pour l'épisode 5 de Black Mirror. Donc on a eu notre première mort de la servante Elsa, Elsa on va dire, qui est morte dans la cave, dénuquée tout simplement. Et du coup on va essayer de découvrir comment et pourquoi. Donc du coup nous avons comme quête maintenant enquêter sur la mort d'Elsa et en apprendre plus sur la femme qui s'est noyée dans ma vision. Donc oui, effectivement, on a eu de nouvelles visions dans la chapelle où une de nos tantes serait noyée toute seule, j'ai l'impression. Donc on va essayer d'en savoir un peu plus là-dessus. Donc je sais pas du tout par quoi on va commencer. Mais je dirais par Elsa, puisque voilà, c'est la première chose qu'ils nous ont dit. Et
Rory's not one for cleaning up after himself.
ok, on va essayer d'en savoir un peu plus. J'ai l'impression, je crois que on n'a pas accès à la
I guess
cave.
we'll have the key. Unless we can find another way in.
Voilà. Donc, faut qu'on trouve un moyen d'ouvrir cette foutue porte. Et moi, je pense...
I think I might have an idea how to get into the cellar, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
If it involves this filthy dumbwaiter, don't even think about it.
You said you'd help me, so help me.
On my terms.
Oui, mais
I can't fit in there and I see no other way into the cellar.
You're asking me to put a lot of trust in you, given the circumstances.
faites confiance.
You can trust me, and I will do my very best to learn to trust you.
All right then. Clothes can be washed.
Bien.
Lovely. Pull me back up!
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
I need something to open the doors from the inside once I'm down there.
Ok.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Ok. Donc, faut qu'on trouve un truc.
Rory's not one for cleaning up after himself. This should do it.
Ah oui, j'avais pas vu qu'il y avait ça. Hop.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Oui, ça on a compris, madame. Allez, retournez-y.
Going down.
Good luck.
See you in a minute.
Et ce qui m'étonnera toujours, c'est qu'ils font autant.
Dr. Farber.
C'est qu'ils font beaucoup de bruit alors qu'ils
Is everything
sont
all right?
à peine... les autres se sont à peine couchés, tout simplement.
Leah! Oh, if anything's happened to her.
You needn't worry about me. I've been to stranger places than this castle. Follow me.
Mais pourquoi il se balade sans lumière aussi? Il avait une petite bougie tout à l'heure. Ah, je te suis, hein. Tu fais des détours, moi je fais des détours aussi.
Her neck's been broken, and with some considerable force, it seems. Her necklace looks like gold, albeit a plain design. And it's missing any form of pendant.
Still, well beyond a maid's salary. It...
Oh, where's that sudden draft coming from?
Your stag is here, my little doe.
Little doe? Not exactly the usual way to address the staff. The missing pendant. He threw it into the blood-filled basin.
Mr. Gordon? Speak to me, please. David, can you hear me? Mr. Gordon, are you with me?
We're all here, sir. All down in the dark. Something's coming. The attic, sir. She's in the attic.
What just happened? You look like you were in some kind of trance.
Perhaps the lack of sleep is affecting me. Or the visions that you think me insane if I describe them to you.
You need to learn to trust me. I am on your side, remember?
So you say, but I remember you locked my father up too. The tiger can't change its stripes.
Excusez-moi. Je vais bien bouger.
They seem to be a house full of carnivals.
Ugh, that's horrible.
You're not the one with your hand in it. French. I don't speak French.
I do. It says for Clara, forever yours. Who's Clara?
I don't know. Yet another relative, perhaps?
We should ask someone who's been around here for longer. How did you know it was there? The pendant, I mean.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. A hunch. Eddie gave this to her. We should ask him to his face just what his relationship was with her.
This isn't another ghost story, is it?
Look, you wouldn't understand. I can't...
What I do understand is that we could not accuse a man of murder without proof.
Ça, c'était...
The scene really did rip when she tried to get away from him.
Ok, là-dessus on n'a plus rien à faire. Vous faites quoi là? Je vous suis moi. C'est quoi? On va essayer de trouver la sortie sans elle. Hein. Hop, allons essayer de trouver Eddie. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'elle a, mais elle veut impérativement retourner à la cave. Je vais le faire maintenant.
The maid could never have afforded this. This is a trinket of the rich, not a servant.
Pour Clara, pour toi. Éternellement. Après c'est un beau bijou hein, quand même. Ok. Essayons de retrouver Eddie. Mais je vais fouiller un petit peu quand même la bibliothèque, on ne sait jamais. Oh, rien de nouveau. Bien. Il n'y a plus rien à faire. Oui. J'aime m'aventurer dans le noir. Oui, il a fait demi-tour. Là, on peut rien faire.
I've read enough to know Edward was a dangerous man. Perhaps even a murderer. Why does Margaret still hold him in such high esteem?
Là, je vais rien faire, j'ai l'impression. On va aller dans le bureau. Qui est plus loin. Hop. Examiner.
Let's see if my trusty key will get this open.
Ah. Donc, il va falloir remodifier cette clé. Donc, il y en a 4. Donc, si on la met, on va la mettre comme ça, au moins on est sûr. Donc, le haut, c'est une sorte de rond. Une sorte de rond, je vois pas. Je pense qu'il manque un bout de la clé, tout simplement. Parce qu'on peut, bien sûr, c'est ça. Ok, c'est good. Mais il nous en manque un. J'ai l'impression qu'on peut pas diviser l'autre en deux. Ok. Du coup, bah, on peut rien faire. Et on peut pas placer ce qu'on a trouvé. Par là, utiliser la clé. Bon, bah non. Si on peut rien faire là, tant pis, on s'en va. On va essayer de trouver la chambre d'Eddie. Si on la trouve pas, on repart directement dans le jardin, puis on va essayer de chercher pour la femme, la tante Clara. Ok, là il y a rien. Et là on peut rien faire. Donc comme ça c'est réglé. S'il te plaît, merci. On va fouiller en bas, on sait jamais. Ok.
If you'd just like to wait out here, sir.
I need to speak with Eddie.
The young master and her ladyship are otherwise detained.
Fair enough. Mr. McKinnon, Who is Clara?
The lady, Clara, young Eddie's late mother. A box with some of her belongings are kept in the library, as Master Eddie feels himself more a Gordon than a Mallory.
Ok, donc il y a un carton. Eh ben, retournons à la bibliothèque. Ouais, elle veut me dire un truc, non?
Clara seems to be the name of Eddie's mother.
It's hardly an uncommon name. We need more proof for a grave accusation like this.
Oui. Allons à la bibliothèque. On va devoir fouiller. Allez. Là, il n'y a rien. Ok.
The belongings of Eddie's mother.
Ah, c'est ça.
Recognize that?
The necklace. Is that...
A young Eddie and his mother Clara.
I regret to inform you that your husband, Corporal Victor Mallory, number 874511, was killed in action with the enemy on the day of the 14th of September in Ypres. Your husband was involved in an advance against enemy lines. While he and his fellow soldiers fell, the action was successful, and you can take comfort in knowing his sacrifice saved many lives. It was not possible to get his remains away, and he was buried in a soldier's grave. Please accept the condolences of all the company. Yours, Captain Arthur Jones, 4th Army.
Ok.
Thank you for your last letter. My heart soars with every word of yours I read. I touch the ink and imagine your fingers are just inches from mine, that we can almost touch, that I can almost feel the warmth of your skin once more. Young Edward grows more like his father each day. You'd be amazed how he shares your looks. I long for the day that this terrible war is ended and you return home to us, so we can be a family once more. I shall write to you again soon. Know that until then you are always in our hearts. Your loving wife, Clara.
The date. She was writing this when the death notice arrived. Oh, the poor woman.
Oh, ouais. Y a rien d'autre? Ok. J'ai pas de mise à jour ou quoi que ce soit. Je pense qu'on va pouvoir retourner directement reposer la question.
Eddie, I need to ask you about the maid. About Ailsa.
You didn't know her.
I know that you and her were... That is to say, I know you had feelings for her.
What? That's poppycock. You're as deranged as your father was.
David, really? You go too far with this behaviour.
The police will be here soon. Would you not prefer to clear this up before they get here in case they link Eddie with the crime?
Now look here, young lady. How dare you speak?
That's enough. Eddie. You gave her this. It was your mother's.
I did. It was.
Eddie!
I was just trying to cheer her up. She has nothing, and I had no need of it. You know she sends... You know she sent most of her money home to her grandmother.
My little doe. Strange thing to call the help.
How... It was just harmless fun, that's all.
Her clothing was ripped, as if someone was trying to force themselves upon her.
I would never have hurt her.
You're a worthless liar. You think she thought being pressed against a dead animal was harmless fun?
How do you know? It's true. Elsa and I would never have laid a finger on her. We were in love. I helped her with everything, even with her chores. Rose and...
That's quite enough. Eddie, you are obviously upset. And you are not helping, David. Angus, will you please take the young master upstairs?
As you say, Mum.
I think you have caused quite enough disruption here. We shall settle this heritage dilemma first thing tomorrow.
I don't think so. I have more questions now than ever. About my father, the maid, this whole damn house.
Have a care, David. Need I remind you of your father's temper?
I would never.
Given the current mental state of Master Eddie, who should be a part of the heritage considerations, any discussion on the topic would be futile at this point. Would you not agree?
Thank you, Leah. Maybe it's a good thing you're here after all.
Impudent brats!
What's going on?
Did you notice when Margaret got angry?
When Eddie mentioned... What was it? Chores involving a rose. What does that mean?
Something about the garden, perhaps? We could ask Rory. Or is it about the attic? Oh, I wonder. Whatever it is, it's something she doesn't want us to know.
The attic?
I saw the maid coming down the stairs with a tray. But there's nothing up there but an empty room.
Interesting.
Bien. Donc, on apprend plus sur la femme qui s'est noyée dans ma vision, ouais, ok, et découvrir pourquoi Elsa se trouvait dans le grenier. Donc, je pense qu'on va devoir aller au grenier. Tout simplement. Allez, on monte. Toujours rien. Ouais, toujours rien. Bon. On va aller voir Rory du coup. Partons dehors. Et pour aller dehors, on peut passer par la cuisine tout simplement, ça c'est plus simple.
What is it? I'll get you back.
Stop monkeying around. Come with me.
I'll come inside in a bit. Don't go. Can I just have a few
It's
more
not a request, Carol.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
What's happening to me?
David? Is everything all right?
We should make haste.
Ok. faut se diriger par là.
Nobody in this house is particularly chatty. Not even when I have an actual question for them.
Ok. Je vais sauvegarder là au cas où, puisque dans mes souvenirs, c'est ici où j'ai eu le droit à un gros bug. Donc on va sauvegarder ça rapidos.
Maybe once I find out what really happened to Father here, I can finally talk to my family and staff about some lighter topics.
Ok, donc il veut pas, donc on va aller fouiller un peu partout dans le jardin.
Oh, stunning. How curious. Come and look at this.
De quoi, c'est curieux? Ah, les fameuses runes.
Look, they form a clear circle.
This can't be a fluke.
It looks like one of the stones is missing.
A heavy enough stone to weigh yourself down with. I've never seen a rose like this before.
I have. The gardener, Rory. He brought some down from the glass house.
Something's carved into each one.
Ok. Bon, allons voir Rory. Rose.
That's an unusual looking rose. I noticed one lying by the side of the loch.
Aye, that's been me. A flower for the flower of Scahandu, Cecilia.
My aunt? They're for her.
I grew 'em for her. She loved the roses, did Cecilia. No the red ones, though. Made her think of blood, ye ken.
Forgive me, but wouldn't it be more fitting to place them on her grave?
Why, she's no there, is she, laddie? That's not where she rests. And I don't much stand by your modern god.
Rory, what happened to her? What happened to Cecilia?
I'm not in the mood to open old wounds, laddie.
Rune.
There are some strange markings carved into the stones on the shore.
Runes, aye. I'm old-fashioned, I suppose. Still hold to the old ways.
Superstitions don't gain validity just by being believed in for a long time.
I'd watch that. Your precious science doesn't have all the answers, lassie.
May I have some of the roses, Rory? I'd like to place them on Cecilia's grave.
What's she to you? You didn't ken her.
No, I didn't. But she's family. And besides, Father always spoke fondly of her. He would even smile as he talked about playing in the gardens with her as a child.
He did he? Aye, well, that's good to ken. I should have some left in the glass house.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie. Sorry, lassie, but you can't go in. It's for family only.
Just hold on a moment.
No, it's okay. I quite understand. You go ahead, and I'll wait here for you, if I must.
Aye, you must. I know, it doesn't look like I have green fingers.
Bon, je pense que c'est ici qu'on va se laisser. Ça fait une bonne trentaine de minutes à peu près. Donc n'hésitez pas à liker, commenter et à partager comme d'habitude. Puis on se retrouve pour la prochaine fois sur les roses pour Cécilia. Allez, ciao tout le monde!